NBC Sports and the United States Golf Association are proud to present a national championship. Today it's live coverage of the 126th U.S. Amateur Championship and uninterrupted coverage being brought to you in partnership with Rolex on a stunning Saturday in Marion, where this is about as pure as golf gets. Marion Golf Club, steeped in more USGA history than any club in history, hosting its record 7th U.S. Amateur, its 20th USGA event, also a record. And after 312 of the best amateurs in the world arrived here on Monday, 2 days of stroke play and then match play began, we have 4 players left. So 2 semifinals being staged today. Dan Hicks along with Smiley Kaufman. And we've got also John Wood and Amelia Duran on the ground. Amelia playing in the last USGA championship conducted here as a member of the U.S. Curtis Cup team. Steve Burkowski, the great amateur expert, with us here as well. And we've got all sorts of stories swirling around here, even with just these 4 players left. Craig Winter handling the rules for us for the USGA. And the semifinals beginning at 2 o'clock local time, so they're well underway, about an hour into it. And this is the action at the 4th, where Jay Leng Jr., a rising junior, just has to blast out of the bunker there, Smiley.
A tough situation there. Looked like John Wood.
Yeah, I drove in the fairway bunker left and then tried to lay it up over that bunker, but it came up short and it plugged. So all I could do was knuckle something down the line.
So advantage Reilly trying to get back tied in this match. Is it just banked off of that primary rough?
Leng has a 1-up lead through 3. So let's show you a little bit about what has happened already. Carter Laughlin, the Georgia Bulldog, taking on the lone non-American of the Final Four, and that would be 22-year-old Jack Whaley from England. Had this par putt to win the opening hole, Smiley, and grab the 1-up lead.
Hey, Laughlin drove it right off the tee, and he's played that first hole so well this week. Quick 1-up lead for Whaley.
So then they go across the road, across Ardmore, and they play the par 5 second, and this was Whaley set up with his second at the par 5 up the hill.
And Laughlin was having issues off the tee. Whaley didn't seem to like it, but good now, just carrying that greenside bunker and gets up on the green.
Able to land it on there, and you mentioned his opponent was having problems, didn't get on the green until his 5th shot, so it was a conceded eagle there for Whaley, and he was quickly 2 up through the first 2 holes. Laughlin trying to get it together here. He's already started with a couple of bogeys, had this for bogey to tie the 3rd.
Clearly off on his game in the first 3 holes. He needed that in the worst way to go in.
So he stayed 2 down at that point, and Laughlin remains 2 up through 4 against Jack Whaley. And then Leng Jr. here against Logan Reilly in the 2nd semifinal. This is Leng for par to win the 1st.
I'm so excited for this match. These 2 were brilliant yesterday, and Leng Jr. was amazing with the flat stick.
Leng, the 20-year-old rising junior who's having himself quite a summer, and this is Logan Reilly from the bunker at that par 5 second.
That's right where you want to be playing from, right at the screen. Plenty of green to work with, leaving himself underneath the hole.
Good look at birdie here for Reilly, who's heated up at just the right time this summer in this amateur season.
He was solid yesterday, did not make a bogey on his card. Beautiful putt here up the hill.
Reilly wins the hole. And then coming up for par at the 3rd to tie the hole.
Playing 203 yards today. Came up just short, chipped it to there. That's another lost hole for Reilly.
Oh,
how good is this? That's a really just...
It's kind of forced to be aggressive. 178 hole.
And likes to hit a draw. So it won't fit his eye quite as much. Yeah, understandably playing it towards the middle of the green. Let's see if he gets a little kiss off this slope here. Here it comes. This is that slope I was referring to. It's the beauty of Marion. You have different options of how to get to some of these difficult hole locations. See how that ball gets back to pin high. And a good chance that he might be able to apply some pressure to that putt for Whaley.
and drifts outside the comfort zone. And he's got it. He's got another winning hole.
There is a slope in the middle of the green or on the back portion where if he gets lucky, Whaley could bring it back.
So that's a pretty big mistake in my mind, Dan. This is the part of the golf course that suits his stellar wedge game. It's going to be a big swing, trying to get as much spin on as you can. About as good as you can do.
Felt the same way. As soon as I walked on the course, it's just one of the traditional, awesome old courses.
This is a birdie putt on the way for Laughlin at the 8th.
So quick down the hill, just trying to lag it up, but he had higher intentions.
Laughlin trying to scramble back in this match. You can almost hear Hopkins in Laughlin's ear. See what I mean? We're in it. He misses this, we're 2 down. And that's exactly the case. Laughlin, who cut into the Whaley lead, they're at the 9th, which is just 183 yards today.
Elevated tee playing 172 with the downhill.
We've got a couple of team ground options for the 9th here at this amateur, and look at this one. Laughlin might have just found something. Ground, Amelia, as opposed to the one to the well left that they've used.
Just lands a little bit on that downslope past this hole location. Looks like. He actually did pretty well there.
There it is. So he was 3 down through 6. They tied the 7th, but it is Laughlin who's won the 8th and the 9th. This is the 2nd at the short 10th for Laughlin.
Laughlin laid up with an iron, did the same yesterday and was able to make a birdie. Let's see if he can do it here again today. Just not quite enough to get to that back hole location. You're so worried about one bouncing it over that green.
Excellent position for Whaley to be chipping from. Wants to land this about 15 paces on to cover that ridge.
Oh, how good is this here?
What a touch by Whaley. He's advanced to a couple of semis in U.S. Amateur 4-ball competition.
And getting outside of Whaley after the round yesterday, the crowds, he just wasn't prepared for the amount of people that were out there, and it took a while from yesterday to get going.
You're right, Smiley. He had a horrible start, he said yesterday. He got on the first tee with his opponent.
And of course, just got to teach. That's exactly what it does.
So Whaley takes this rebound away for the moment from Laughlin.
There's a slope that he can use here. Got some spin. Watch this. This is one of those greens that Gil Hans and Jim Wagner.
92 yards. Didn't hit it solidly.
There's a false front too that it's going to spin off.
To hit this heavy because the rough is so thick.
Straight up the hill, slow. In this rough.
Laughlin needs to rally here. This for par.
It's a must make here. Only just 100 yards into the green. Cannot make a 5. That's just not what we've seen from him this week. His wedges have been so solid.
Just a couple of putts for this 3-up lead.
Just breathe on this one.
And that is going to be Jack Whaley's second 3-up lead of the match after Laughlin had cut into it with wins at 8 and 9.
This from 117. Might be too aggressive. It's just right.
Likes to hit a couple-yard draw, aimed up 10 feet left. right about there.
That's all he needed to do with Whaley in trouble.
That's what I would be trying to do. There's that backstop. It'll come all the way back to the hole.
Almost looks like it still might go. You can't believe it.
It could very easily push well to the right early.
We missed it right away, so Laughlin has even better life here as they head over to 14.
Ball below his feet. Remember on the 12th, he had a similar line, hit it heavy. This from 120.
There's a big ridge short of this hole. It's got to climb over. Oh, but you can't miss left of this flag.
Leng holds on to this slim one-up lead. And now coming up the hill is Whaley.
Can you get it back there? One bounce over the green and no man's land.
Even though it was a poor wedge shot, this is a perfect lie on the upslope. He should get this close.
Gonna bounce to the right when it lands.
That might go in. We're looking at the lie, Amelia. It looks tangled.
That's not gonna hang on.
That's literally about as good as it's gonna get.
When you start getting nervous, you start feeling that pressure, especially with wedges. They tend to go long and left. So slow at this. And so for him, this call really frees him up, and his putting's been phenomenal this week.
Comeback continues for Carter Laughlin, and he has trimmed the lead again to 1.
He switched from a wedge to a 9. I think they don't mind that chip over the green. Let's see if we can get any type of spin on this ball. That was an interesting bounce, but all in all, really a terrific shot. Is he going to try to land a wedge into that slope to try to kill the momentum? Huge miscue. It's been something that I have not expected from Laughlin today.
So Laughlin has a chance. There it is, Laughlin with a huge putt to stay 1 down. For the big clutch par putt made by Laughlin at 16.
This should suit Laughlin's eye. He's drawn it into this left-hand hole location.
That is a perfect golf shot. This 17th hole, especially to this hole location, we saw it earlier in the week, was just about impossible. This is one of the better shots. It is very challenging.
Needs to get lucky with a good kick, and then it's perfect, but this is headed left.
Not a mistake. Oh, chopping and going nowhere.
That's what can happen over here left of this green. When the ball is suspended in this grass and you open the face, you can go straight underneath it. Fold them. And you'll see that mistake every single time on the second one. And with an unlikely 60-footer he would have to make for bogey. You could give him 100 balls here, Dan. He may not make one.
As you look at Whaley in the right rough at 18.
Kind of a squirrely lie, 212 to the front of the green.
He didn't get much on that, did he, Amelia?
No, and hit it really hard.
Wow, that's going to be a tough one on a downslope.
It's going to require commitment and a little bit of luck. Oh, he barely got anything on it there. Trying to chase the downslope.
I think this will be, if it stays on top, which it does. That's what Amelia was talking about. You fly it too far.
The fact that Whaley's on the downslope, that will help him have a lower trajectory into the false front.
This needs to hang on.
Runs away back there.
It may not hang on, but it just does, and tons of left to right in it as well. Watch this here, Dan.
This to give himself a chance. Got it. And Jack Whaley is a finalist at the U.S. Amateur at Marion.
Have that 6-5, 6-4, 5-4 wins already under his belt. He should have a little bit more energy than a lot of the players left. Most of the players left.
Good looking putt. After some years at Dalton State in Georgia, and this the fourth for Reilly over at the fourth.
That'll be enough.
And the hole has been conceded.
Jay Leng Jr. just gave one away.
All here, especially with your opponent in trouble.
No need to. Just use the green contour to help you.
That's exactly what he's doing, taking it low, trying to use all of that slope. Let's see how far it goes.
Lands right of the green. Let's see if it can pick up enough pace. I'm liking this a lot. How about the homework of Jay Leng Jr. to know where to land that ball?
That's how you dial it up.
Stanford guy,
fifth.
Smiley. What do you
There
expect?
you go. This was the third by Reilly just a moment ago at the fifth.
Trying to land it on that right part of the green. Or fringe, I should say, but that doesn't have enough. This is going to settle over on the front left part. It needs to get down to stay on the green. Leng Jr. looking good here, Dan.
Yep. Leng Jr. looking good to keep this trend going of
to pick up that club in the backswing and get a little steep on it, which I think is difficult to really get good contact and the speed. Not too bad.
now he's 23rd. He has zoomed up the list. Just a couple of putts here to win the hole, and that's going to do it.
Going back and forth like you described with these two. And
yesterday in the quarters, who had probably the most fans of anybody here, being a local guy from not far away. Tough shot here for Reilly out of the thick stuff.
Yeah, runs so sharply away from him. Unless he had landed that in the rough and got one kick out, he couldn't have done much better than that. Just like Smiley said, just a horrible miss there.
And it looks like, too, he's still away. He would have loved to have tried to got it inside the ball of Leng Jr.
We're still in this. Keep calm. That's what he's been doing all week. This is a par attempt for Reilly over at the 6th, with Leng in excellent position upcoming for a birdie. And it's going to be 2 putts for Leng to win 2 holes in a row. So while he was putting, this was Leng's birdie attempt.
Just cozy it up fairly quick.
All he needs is a couple.
I think I'd want to see that one.
And we're going to see it live. Maybe 2.5 feet at most.
He barely takes a backswing, doesn't he? It's just quick tempo, similar to the way he swings the golf club.
Reilly now 117 out of the rough. This is a lob wedge, and even if he lands this just over that sand, I don't know that he can stop it at all. Very high, full swing left of the hole. Needs to just carry. Oh, what a shot out of the rough. My goodness.
Yeah, that lie looked pretty good there.
I was just seeing it. It looked pretty good, as it can be. And this is the buried lie for Leng at 8.
Middle of the fairway, Dan, 138 yards, and now is giving away a hole. We've seen that in this match today.
Fourth shot. And Reilly from short range.
I think I heard something, Dan.
Yep. Well, not too short, but 2 putts to win the hole. And there it was. That was the roar you heard. And Reilly takes the hole. As far as being interpreted, and we head out to the par 3 ninth, where Reilly is just 1 down now to Jay Leng. He was 2 down earlier. He's cut into the lead and hits another beauty here at the 9th.
They're coming off a 1 hole at the 8th hole, making a 20-footer. Shortest this hole is played all week. And accessible, too. Saw Laughlin already make a birdie in the group in front. And Leng Jr.'s played this hole beautifully this week, Dan.
2 stellar shots at the 9th.
Yeah, 2 very makeable birdie putts here to apply the heat. Ooh, it just hangs in there. Looked like it was moving right on him.
Huge slopes here on these Marion greens.
Not very good from Laughlin standards.
Now Reilly for his birdie to tie the hole.
That old saying, first in. He's worked hard on his wedges back at Auburn. I think that's right where he was looking, Dan.
And he's got the advantage.
Just nasty situation. He's got green to work with is the only good thing.
And unless you walk around these greens like a lot of these spectators have had the ability to do. Back to 11 for Leng.
Gonna have to chip this in to not give Reilly the opportunity to 2-putt to win the hole.
It's just hard to explain that technique. You don't see anything like that. It barely took a backswing.
So Logan Reilly in command here. 2 putts to cut into the Leng lead and be just 1 down as they head to the 12th. And he just goes ahead and knocks it in. A tough march home here. This is the 12th and Leng. There he is, just kind of chopping through that.
Wow, how good is this?
My goodness. Checks it up about hole high.
Perfect.
Now Reilly, 105 away.
Oh, no.
Bad break.
This could come back a good 30 yards, too. Watch this. You know what it reminds me of, Dan? J.J. Spahn.
Over at the 12th, Reilly scrambling this for par.
Certainly didn't deserve a 5. You heard John Wood, so that would have even had a chance to be a 2. That's how good it would have been.
Laughlin 2 down through 13. Back at 12, Leng's just got 2 putts to win the hole.
Uphill one, shouldn't be a problem. Got to give Leng Jr. a ton of credit for that wedge shot he hit from that divot.
And just a lob wedge for Reilly. Smiley back in 09 when Lucas Glover won at Bethpage. Hunter Mayhem was 1 back, hit the flag, and came all the way off the green, made bogey. Takes a lot out of you, but this looks like a beauty.
It is.
Flag didn't hurt him there.
Logan Reilly.
Throwing this way out to the left and letting it drift hard to the right. Such a tough putt to get right there. You just got to match line and speed so perfectly.
And here he is to cut in to the long lead. Yes.
This is a guy that's got a ton of experience in match play this year. When he compiled his match play record.
Sounded like good contact. May come up a little. Oh, got a great kick.
Oh, it's a beautiful shot. And so he'll have that for par.
Doesn't look like a difficult read. Just slow, moving slightly right to left. He's going to leave this well short.
Yeah, there wasn't hardly any break in that. Logan Reilly just got to get it there.
He got it there. Gave it a good run.
There's a flighted 9-iron on a really good line here, if it's enough.
You skip it back there. That's how you play that shot, Woody.
Boy, what a clutch shot.
And has he really started to get dialed in with his wedges over the last hour.
Came out very low, trying to run something back there out of that lie. Even with that, he was able to spin it.
This shot requires you to play something low and skip it back there. And if you want to try to fly it back in that.
Very slow putt coming straight up that steep hill. It's just one of the slowest ones on the course. Hard to hit it hard enough. Crucial exchange in the match right now if Leng can make this 8-footer.
Oh, what a read. He had it going left to right and buried it. What a second shot he hit in there to give himself quite an amazing look. If anything, it moves a fraction right to left.
Leng pops it up there and nearly popped it right in.
Electing to keep the flag stick in.
One time. One time. Get in there.
Did he get it there? Good putt. So we've got upper left, Whaley at 17 in the rough, and there is the par putt in for Leng at 16.
Trying to hit a hard draw, starting at the right side of the green, turning over a little bit.
That's a really good shot, the shot that he needed, and now makes Logan Reilly have to play aggressively.
Starting at it, but maybe overturning.
Yeah, that was going to be probably a half club short too.
Logan's been around the game of golf, rubbed shoulders with some of these guys through the years, and just doing his best to chop out here and stay alive.
And he keeps it from running over that.
2 putts to win it. Gives it a big pop and lets the slope do the rest.
And that's what come off.
That is it. The first finalist